I stopped paying for my father's retirement home after what he said to my daughter. I grew up with an incredibly abusive father. He was physically violent with me and my siblings, called us names, and made my mom's life hell until she finally left him when I was 16. I went no contact for years, but against my better judgment, I let him back into my life when he got older and sick. The problem is he burned every bridge with his siblings, his friends, and even his other kids. I'm literally the only one who tolerated him enough to make sure he wasn't homeless. He couldn't afford decent care, so I paid out of pocket for him to stay in a comfortable retirement home. I didn't do it out of love. I did it because I wanted to be better than him. Last weekend, my daughter, 12F, begged to come with me when I dropped off some things for him. She knows the toned-down version of my childhood, that he wasn't nice, but that he's old now. She wanted to meet her grandfather. Against my gut feeling, I let her. At first, he turned on the charm, acting like a sweet old man. But then, out of nowhere, he told my daughter, "You remind me of your mother at your age. I used to beat the brattiness out of her, and look how she turned out." Then, he leaned forward and said, "I don't think you're too old for the same. A girl with that smart mouth deserves a good slap or two." He smiled while saying it. My daughter froze, then started crying. I told him to shut his mouth, and he just laughed and said, "What? She'll thank me later. Kids need discipline. Clearly you never learned that." Then he looked right at her again and said, "If your mom won't hit you, maybe I still can." That was it. I packed up his things from his room that day. I told the staff to remove my name from all his financial records, and I called my siblings, who don't speak to him, to let them know he's their problem now. Spoiler, none of them want him either. He called me later screaming, saying I was condemning him to die alone and that I owed him because he raised me. I told him I don't owe him anything, especially after he threatened my daughter. Her safety has to come first, and cutting him off is the only way to make sure of that. Now, some extended relatives, the ones who never dealt with him, are calling me heartless and saying I should have just kept paying for the home and limited contact. They think I'm taking revenge instead of showing compassion. So, was I wrong to cut him off completely after what he said to my daughter?